This is a voiceover. I'm so used to like miming in my videos because I don't usually do voiceovers, so this is weird. Oh. So today's video is a little more normal, finally. I wanted to do kind of a normal beauty look, but I have black contacts in. I can't go full normal yet. Like, I am still in spooky mode. The spooky is inside of me, and it's stronger than ever. It's a pastel glitter cut crease. It's gonna be a fun look, so stay tuned. I'm gonna start by doing one eye off camera, and then I will be back. So I did my eyebrows off camera as well. And here is one eye. Ooh, yes. Now, let's do it on this eye. We're gonna be starting out by priming the eye with Too Faced Shadow Insurance. So I actually did this off camera. I was gonna pretend, but it feels weird, so I already primed my eyes. I could have just said that. So we're gonna go into the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, the shade Virgin. I'm using this just to make sure that all of the other shadows are gonna blend really easily. First shade we're gonna be going into is Gumdrop. These little brushes, they actually came in an Anastasia eyeshadow palettes. I actually really like them as crease brushes. So I'm just looking into my mirror down here, and I'm placing this in my crease, blending that out. I'm going to be blending this through my entire crease up into the inner brow bone area there, and also winging this out. I really want this to be blown out. I always place it in the deepest part of my socket here first because that's where I want the most depth, and I blend it from there. I tend to do kind of a circle around that area first, and then I start going back and forth into the crease. Bringing it down toward the lash line. I want a little more toward my lash line, so I'm just patting that very close to the lash line. How many times am I going to say lash line? Oh my god. I annoy the hell out of myself. I don't know about you guys, like I annoy the frick out of myself. I'm trying not to cuss. BMX 430 crease brush, and I'm going into the shade Bubblegum. I'm taking this in just the inner third of my crease, blending it up toward the brow bone, just back and forth blending that through the crease, not going more than halfway. I'm also going to pat this on just where I ended the purple, which is about halfway across my eye. So this is going to be a cut crease. The thing that ends up in this area is going to be erased, so it doesn't really matter if it comes down to there. Now using one of those Anastasia crease brushes again, and going into the shade Brain Freeze, and taking that up underneath the lash line, blending it just a little up into the purple, and taking that about halfway, then using a BMX 498 liner brush. I'm going into the shade Soaked. Now I'm contouring my eye bags with this. I do this in every video, so I know you've seen it. I leave it at a point toward the inner corner, blend it out as it reaches toward that pastel blue. Alright, now time for the cut crease. So to do that, I'm using Tarte Shape Tape in Light Sand for a precision concealer brush. Taking just a little bit on the brush, going on the lid, up into the crease. The best thing to do is to look forward and decide how high you want the cut crease to be. And always stop what you're doing as you're applying this and look forward again. Make sure that it's exactly where you want it to be. Right now, I'm matching the other side. If you don't have long nails, you can always take your finger and make sure that it blends. Now, over top of the concealer, we're going to be placing the shade Jawbreaker. I like to use my fingers to apply this shade. It's a metallic, and I always think that metallics work way better when you use your fingers. So for that, I'm going to be using a Real Techniques crease brush and using a smaller brush to go up underneath the lash line. It's also from Real Techniques, it's a detailer brush. So using Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Cocoa Bling. I use this to add just a little more of a like... Now using the shade Virgin again, using the same brush, it does have shimmer on it. I don't mind a shimmery brow highlight. I'm highlighting my brow bone. No one cares. Okay. I say okay too much. It's really annoying. I hate editing it out. Okay. Okay. Now, to create the glitter cut crease, I'm using Model's Own glitter and applying that with a Morphe E37 brush, taking just a little bit at a time on the brush and placing that just where your cut crease meets the color. It's really good to have a hand mirror and a mirror that's placed in front of you when you're worried about symmetry, because it's really dangerous to just be up in a mirror really close the entire time you're doing your makeup. Sometimes when you step back, it's like, oh, doesn't look as good. I feel like I can't talk. Anytime I'm like doing something a little more precise or detailed, I like all other brain function just shuts down while I do it. Woo! Taking that up underneath my eyes now, I have like these two little glittery looking lash stripes, whatever you want to call them. I used my outer corner as a guideline for the first line. Okay, and then the next little stripe is just a tad away from it at the same angle. All that's left is to pop on the lashes. These are from Spirit Halloween. No shame. I love these lashes. I'm using Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. So, God, I say so much. I am so sorry. So, I don't know French. To me, this looks like Cils Booster XL. It's a lash primer. Okay, that's the eyes. So the next step is to do the face. Starting off with the NYX color correcting concealer in Peach. I'm gonna use that up underneath my eyes. Now my dark circles are like majorly dark, so I really have to correct these babies. I'm gonna use the yellow color corrector, just cancel out any redness that I have. You'll see that I blend out everything with my fingers, usually. I'm just gonna tap out everything with my fingers. How are you guys? How's life? I'd really like to talk to you guys more. If you have any ideas for like other videos or whatever, anything that you want to see, or if you just want to like talk about life. I'd like to sing a song about, you know, you leaving a comment because I'm very lonely. I'm afraid that would be copyright. I'm gonna be using Makeup Revolution's Fast Base Stick Foundation in F4. I've only ever tried this once before, and I don't remember how I felt about it. I'm gonna be applying this over my cheekbones, over some redness, right next to my nose, between my eyebrows. I have some redness up there. Anything that I had to color correct. It does blend very nicely, actually. That actually looks really nice. I like it. I like the finish of it. I would say that's a good medium coverage too. Now for my under eyes, I'm going to be using the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in Swan. The same concealer brush from earlier, this Sephora Precise Concealer Brush. I'm blending that out with a beauty blender. I'm going to take a little more of that and go right where you see the hollows of my eyes. My sockets are kind of like deep in there, my eye sockets. So you can really see that. And I always correct it by placing just a little extra concealer right in the crease. That same concealer, I'm going to go over my chin, over my lip, center of my forehead, and over my cheekbones. This is just going to add a little more dimension to my face. And set my eyes. I'm going to set it with the RCMA No Color Powder. And on my beauty blender, I'm just going to pick that up and set my under eyes. Next to my nose as well. For the rest of the face, I'm not setting it just yet. I wanted to set this area so that it wouldn't crease. And I'm going to be using a cream contour palette, which is why I didn't want to set anything. So I'm using Kat Von D's Shade and Light Contour Palette, using the middle shade here. The brush I'm using is a Morphe E47 brush. I like to blend with my fingers. Grab a little more. Back toward my hairline, I like to keep a little bit darker. Don't want this to be drugged down too far, so make sure that you're watching that, because the further down you actually have your contour, the lower your cheekbones appear. I'm also going to be contouring my jaw with this. Taking this, I like to go directly on my jaw, so kind of high. Again, you're kind of keeping everything higher than you would think. And then taking that and blending up underneath my chin and down the neck. See? Looks kind of crazy, but you gotta blend that out. Make sure you're blending it into your neck. I always like to bring it up toward my ear as well. And of course, up underneath the chin as well, very important. Now I like to take my fingers into the palette and bring some product on the sides of my neck so that everything is cohesive and you don't have shadow and darkness just on your jawline and up underneath your neck. You need to have like that continuity. If you leave the center of your neck a little lighter, it actually contours your neck and makes your neck look slimmer. I'm not contouring my forehead because I'm wearing a wig and the wig has bangs. Now using the E.L.F. Cream Blush Palette and just going in with my fingers and tapping that over my cheekbones. I like to cut and to keep this high and back toward my hairline. I don't want to bring it in too far because it makes my face appear rounder and I don't want that. And bring it in just a little bit further. Pretty much the outer corner of my eye. I love using cream products because I have dry skin and I just think that they end up looking so seamless, so much like a part of your skin. I'm taking this on the tip of my nose as well. I just think it's really cute. Taking that down either side of my nose up underneath my nose too, because I don't like this kind of part here, how it is longer than my nostrils. Bring it up toward my brow. I blend it out with my fingers. Again, I pretty much do everything with my fingers. Who needs a boyfriend? Am I right, ladies? Ha 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 ha. That's it. That's how I contour my nose. I kind of went in today. Let's ignore that. To highlight, this is one of my favorite parts of makeup. I'm using the Milk Holographic Stick in Supernova, and I'm taking it on my fingers. I'm gonna use the very tip of my finger and go on my Cupid's bow, my chin, the tip of my nose, down the bridge of my nose. I like to really bring this right in between my eyes and take this in the center of my forehead, top of the cheekbones. I like to go right up above my arch and then bring that up. Woo, bitch! I'm gonna use a little more of that powder, tap a lot of it out of my beauty blender, and I'm not going over the highlighter, I'm just going everywhere else. Going over the cream. I'm not using a lot of product either. I want to stay really dewy and glowy. And a quick bake of my nose. That's it, beach. These ears are like piercing into my freaking soul right now. It hurts. I'm sorry, I have a monitor over here. If you see me like looking at myself, I can't help it. It's really hard not to look at yourself. That sounds self-centered, but like, freaking true. It's really hard when it's like right next to you. Okay, so time for lips. For the lips, I want to stay a little more neutral. I'm going to be using ColourPop's Ultra Satin Lip in Molly. I only want to use like a little bit of this. I forgot. I have to line my lips first with Dark Natural from Jante Bleu. Jante Bleu. Like the most perfect natural lip shade. Holy crap. Alright, so now using Molly. This is an ultra satin lip, so it doesn't dry down all the way. That's so cute! So I'm going to be using a blue liquid lipstick. This one is Echo from Kat Von D. This one is an actual liquid lipstick, so it will dry down. Breaking off like most of the product here, because I don't want this to be super pigmented. I just want to do a little in the inner part of my lip. I'm actually going to take that just above top lip where I overlined. It's actually nice to have a darker lip shade just in that area because it creates that natural shadow. And the last thing to do is set this beautiful look. I'm using Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. It's so good. It's so freaking good. So this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Probably gonna go grocery shopping after this. I don't mind looking like a freak because I am one. I got this wig from Amazon. I'll link it down below. But yeah, here's the finished look. I can't help but be creepy. I want to be creepy longer.